Hey guys, welcome back to Nerds and Nuance. I'm in. We're back with more Young Justice. And last episode, well, Clarion's gone. So while not, I'm pretty sure it's bad in the long run, because then we got Child to deal with, who seems to be more, less held back, which is odd thinking of Clarion as holding back and whatnot. But whatever. Dr. Fate Nabu didn't do anything. I think he was about to. Didn't get the chance. That kind of sucked. Not really sure how we're gonna handle this. Because I mean, Fate's had issue with Clarion before. I don't know, and just Clarion. Child's got the whole Lords of Chaos, like the whole group backing them. So yeah, we don't just have Fate. We have Fate and other magic users. Hopefully we can find more, because I mean Doctor Strange, Phantom Stranger went off on his own with Jason Blood to track down others. So I guess we'll see what that part of the team's going to find.
My act was a success. My stage illusions were renowned, thanks to a touch of real magic. My audiences were always dazzled. But one night, something went wrong. A curtain caught fire. The fire spread quickly. The audience was in danger. Without a second thought, it was a new beginning.
Kent? Oh man, he's been keeping an eye on Zatara for a while.
Now, with that lovely bit of nastiness out of the way,
Yeah, leave, right?
it's time to
Nope.
have some fun. Let's start with this eyesore.
Oh man. Bro, come on. It's not necessary. Oh my gosh, he literally just destroyed.
Damn it, local ley lines have been disrupted.
Whoa, did she just...
I got him. I'm okay.
Dad!
Yeah, I don't think they really appreciated it. Oh boy. Holy crap. Is this the bus? I was going to ask about the bus. Same.
Good morning, Charlie.
Morning, Penny. No fussing or frowning allowed on old Charlie's bus. Only nice big smiles.
Well, sorry Charlie, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is season 1 stuff.
Dang it, too late. Gotta find another hero. But first, I need an anchor to this mortal plane. This motorcycle will do.
Motorcycle? Clarion, what?
Hey, you remind me of somebody.
Whoa! So that's why
After saving the audience from the fire,
Oof.
Now do you believe that Child is a threat?
We do.
And that you need our help to fight her?
Possibly.
What the hell was that?
Stealing our power without asking?
There wasn't time to ask. Look, I'm sorry. I am. But I had to give it a shot.
All right.
Yeah, I guess. But please, do not do that again without asking first.
That's it, worsen.
Can you call on the Lords of Order? Ask for a power boost?
That is not their way. Nor will it be necessary.
Well, to be fair, I mean, Child doing that right now might be beneficial.
Look, I know your buddy Superboy passed. Do you need some help dealing? The studio has resources.
Nah, man, I'm fine. Just... I'm tired.
So maybe you need a rest, you know, some downtime, huh?
Yeah, right. I thought everyone's jobs depended on me.
Well, we've been building up Harvey's Lieutenant Chow character. He's become a real fan favorite. See, in the suits, think he can carry the load? You know, until you're rested and ready to return.
It was not an enemy that undid me. It was cancer. I tried to be there for Cinderella, for Zatanna. But still I had to perform to pay medical bills, had to fight to protect the world.
We must go.
But we have to help the people here.
We have to save the world.
Fate is correct. I have summoned the League, the Outsiders, and every mystic champion I could recruit. Sending heroes to each new crisis as quickly as Madame Xanadu predicts them. But our efforts will be for naught. Unless all of you stop Child herself.
Okay. I vaguely remember that.
I'm heroes!
So who are we gonna find? He's been going through up to present time, apparently. Wait, can he get Connor?
Oh, I feel split in half. I have to go through this twice? Dang it! Whose idea was it to split the Earth in two?
Finally, we're saved!
Dang it! I keep seeing the same heroes! Dang it! Now I don't see any heroes at all!
Apocalypse. Oh hey! Can't remember her name.
For just as I had been inspired by Superman, Kent, and others who had come before me, I, unfortunately, had become an inspiration to those coming after. Thus, in a moment of crisis, my little girl overreached, and in that moment, my compass ceased to spin.
No, please! This was my fault! Dad, don't! Dad!
But to her, it must have seemed as if I was abandoning my girl once again, taking my show on the road permanently, giving her no more than 1 hour of my time and attention every year.
Daddy.
But I took on this burden, sacrificed myself to save my daughter. Dio abbia pietà della mia anima.
Oh.
Child, your mayhem on this world ends now. We will restore peace where you have wrought havoc. For we are the defenders of order, the conquerors of chaos.
And for you, a fate worse than death.
Like I said, you can't kill me.
No, wait. This is it. I found him.
We will honor your wishes, if that becomes necessary.
Oh, it seems quite necessary.
What?
For in this coming battle, I will not allow my daughter to perish. And it will almost certainly take all that remains of my Vim Vitae, my life force, for Dr. Fate to survive, let alone triumph.
Don't.
If we make it out of this, we can't rely on another villain like Wizard to come through for us. Jeff, I think we have to start thinking about organizing a true Justice League Reserves system. A Unfortunately, I have the feeling we're going to need it more and more in the days to come.
Well, that was heartbreaking. And just stressful. So, okay. The reason for the bus is because of Clarion. What? So he's going through time. Well, which makes sense because, I mean, freaking the Lords of Chaos, they're an entity, so they can, I don't know if they exist in all times at once, but at the very least he can just almost seamlessly, without effort, go through time. And now that this bus is his tether, he's just the bus. So, that's interesting. Not sure why he didn't create a body to be within the bus, but I guess he doesn't really need it right now. He doesn't really care. He's kind of trying to stay hidden, which I would think maybe his essence being within on the material plane would be enough to draw his presence, or to draw attention to his presence. Maybe not. But the helmet's cracked. So that's a bit worrisome. The tower is destroyed. Like, what the heck? There was like no other defense. I mean, obviously it probably had defenses. It just didn't stand up to, a fully backed group of the Lords of Chaos. Nabu, look, hear me out. You say it's not their way, but you know what else wasn't their way before? Having an actual Lord of Chaos on the material plane. They just had an agent of the Lord of Order. Did I say Chaos? You know what I mean. They didn't have a Lord of Order on the material plane and an agent of the Lord of Order, but they created Nabu. So maybe this could be, and just once where they show up and it's like, hey, we're gonna back you up, give you our power, so that you're on even playing field. Because what their whole thing is like, keeping the balance between order and chaos. And if there's more chaos than order, then I feel like they should show up to balance it out, using their logic. Considering, I mean, granted, the chaos will do what they want more than what the Lords of Order will think is like, right or necessary or whatever. But he's just like, it's not necessary. It's like, dude, what do you mean? They wrecked you. She wrecked you. Whatever this thing is. The chaos destroyed your freaking house. I don't know what to tell you. And then they fractured your helmet, which is your link. So either they have to fix it. It'll be just, a new part of it. It'll be like kind of like a cool marking on the helmet now. I don't know if that makes it more vulnerable. We need help. The stranger went to go get a bunch of people. The League, magic users, even wizards showed up. So I was like, I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember who he was, but I vaguely remembered him being on the villain side. I was like, wait a minute, because I was saying that before. Like, I'm sure that some of the villains, members of the Light, would show up to try to help, to save the world that they live on. Vandal had mentioned something to his son, Nabu. I'm not really sure what his plan is right now, and if it's gonna coincide with what Nabu's gonna be doing, or with because of Zatara. I don't want Zatara to die. God dang it! This is a crap life. Well, crap 10 years. He got the bad end of a deal right there. He was doing it for his daughter, but it's just like, it sucks that he had to. Granted, Dr. Fate is, very powerful, and he's done a lot to help with the League and everything, but I know it's for for order, to keep chaos at bay, but I was thinking about, they never mentioned his wife, Zendilla. I'm not sure the limits of magic, of sub magic. Magic, requires energy from the person. I don't know if someone like Kent Nelson, Dr. Fate, could have done anything about it, or if he would have, because whole order and chaos balance things. This is kind of, if we were to, I don't know, I have no idea. Even with the powers that are in this world, cancer is still an issue that is a struggle. It was interesting, kind of, at least in this version, that, you know, Ken Nelson saw potential in Zatara, and Zatara was like wanting to do more. He felt something, you know, I guess he felt kind of like he wasn't doing something, like he was like something was missing. And then, you know, when he saved the crowd from a mishap on stage, and it was like, huh, I could actually help people with my magic. And then furthering that was Superman, like that whole inspiration of having him, kind of pushing him to do more. That was kind of cool, like kind of him making a parallel to Superman, to him and Superman. You know, they're both foreign in this land, just in different ways, but they're protecting their new home. And that kind of pushed him to, you know, actually go out and do hero work and actually help people and stop, you know, just crime in general. And he started with like small crimes, like stopping just burglaries. So it's cool, kind of like that both what had happened during one of his shows, and really seeing Superman just kind of gave him the push that he needed to, like, I guess, realize or act on what he wanted to do with his magic. So I'm a little worried about them. I don't know if they're like, are they gonna delve more into Mary borrowing magic without asking thing, and like maybe going too far? Like she was reaching out towards towards the volcano, like a spire of fire going out. Is she gonna try to draw fire into herself, and like it doesn't go well? Like it corrupts her or something. It would suck though, because we got the thing of, you know, fighting her inner demon last episode. I think it was last episode. Showing to herself that she's, you know, powerful on her own, that she doesn't necessarily need the power of Shazam, like to fully depend on it, and to use her own training. I mean, I get it. I mean, she's not. I get why she did it. It was still kind of iffy. She'd have to have known though. Like if Fate couldn't do anything. Well, to be fair, Fate got bodied without being able to do anything before. Like he didn't attack her and then nothing happened. He was, you know, trying to give her the riot act, and then got backhanded from behind. But like, if someone when someone has the ability to destroy the Tower of Fate, and then just almost nonchalantly, even though it's not technically, I mean, it is part of her power, but like, you know, just her tether, like, just knocking Fate to the ground, thinking that her power would be enough at that, like, alone. Like, you know, if they were like work together, which they did, was just really cool. It doesn't work out, which is scary. But that, you know, her chance to attack, which could have ended up in her getting killed, or her and her friends, like that was a bit brash. And with she's had previous experience as being a hero, like being Sergeant Marvel, Shazam, whatever they called her beforehand, you would think that she wouldn't have just made, you know, that kind of a decision. But I mean, people make mistakes all the time, even with the experience. It's like when you're in that kind of situation, and you're like, oh god, this person's taking down Fate. There's nobody else here. Everyone's unconscious. But I don't know. It was a little bit. Hopefully that's all that was. There's not gonna be like there's something going on with her, but I don't know. We'll see. But that was kind of a little dark. I mean, granted, Teakle was evil, but Teakle, whatever Clarion's cat familiar was, seeing like it turn back to its normal cat form and still be dead and be like, what? You know, tongue out, neck broken, which is still kind of like Jesus. I mean, it's not like the worst thing that we've seen, but still, it was like, I didn't expect that. I just figured that it might vanish, but I forgot that it was a tether that was on the material plane he used to keep him there, so of course it had to have been a real cat. So when he makes it the tether, is it just like, it's just, I mean, freaking she made flaw, so not like, I don't know. I mean, I wonder what I feel bad because the cat probably wasn't, you know, not probably, the cat wasn't evil before, It was minding his own business. He's like, I'm gonna make you my tether. I don't know. There's slightly more minor things in terms of, you know, world ending. We have, you know, seeing more of Gar, you know, still having issues facing what was going on, dealing with it. I mean, it was acknowledged, you know, even his producer or director or whoever was, you know, mentioned, like, you know, I know you're dealing with issues of Superboy, you know, maybe, you know, we got resources, we can help you out. I mean, I feel like he probably does kind of care about Garfield, but like, it's also their jobs on the line. He's like, hey kid, you know, we really care about you, but also all these people, you know, they have a job, so maybe while you're kind of in this state, we might have to bench you and bring forth the guy that people are apparently starting to gravitate towards because they've been building up his story apparently. So I mean, it happens. I don't want to necessarily say that the guy is just like a trash person, but I mean, like, there are other, you know, his job, and then the, you know, others under the employ, their jobs kind of rely on the show, and like, they can't just completely stop it. Right? I mean, they could put it on hold. I mean, it's happened. A lot of the, like, live shows went on hold during COVID, so or like during like the early stages of COVID, but it didn't seem like absolute trash. It was just like, you know, you're wasting our time. Well, he seemed to be pretty lenient. You know, there were like 17 or so takes, probably more. So 12. So we're halfway through. Halfway through. Jesus. I don't know where we're going here. Like, what's the next? How are we doing this? I don't know. I'm basically stalling. I feel like I'm stalling now. So we're just gonna go. See you guys next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. I'm working on getting these complete as I can. Sorry they're so late. But I'm excited to keep going and see how the heck we're supposed to get through this.